Hello, hello, Pat the Popper here. Got a nice throwback. Going to be doing a mail day video. This one's actually a little bit late. I haven't been feeling too great the last week or so. That's why content's been kind of slow. So I figured I'd go ahead, catch up on a few things, and share what's coming in the post with you guys out there. Hope you enjoy it. You know, it's the whole reason I film this stuff. Otherwise, I would just rip these things open as they come in. But I think it would be nice to go through a couple of things, you know, share what I'm getting into with you out there. If you like that stuff, please go ahead, hit like. If you want to see more, subscribe, you know, do the whole dealio. Now, first envelope here is actually from Savannah Lions, I believe, coming in from overseas. So let's go ahead and see what we got in here. Always nice to get something in from the subs. You know, great character. Savannah's always in the chat, always in the comment section. Real big supporter. You know, fan of the Chan. So let's go ahead and see what we got in here. Nice little packaging here. Oh, here we go. Pretage Krestagen en Ingeklu. I don't know Dutch. Oh, Savannah Lions. Yeah, look at you. That's so cute. Merry Christmas, Patrick. Hug, 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 Savannah L. Ah, that's sweet of you. Well, thank you much. Thank you for the wishes here. Thanks for the cards, too. Wonder what we got in here. I'm going to put this up on my wall. I've been making a nice little section of things that subs have sent in, you know, little things like this, and I think it's nice. It's definitely, you know, heartening, you know. It gives you a little bit of wind in the sails. A signed card. Very nice. Oh, Goblin Snowman. Look at that. I don't think I've ever seen this card. Not in person, at least. So, Goblin Snowman. 3 in a red for a 1/1 summon goblins. This is out of the Ice Age block. When blocking, Goblin Snowman neither deals nor receives damage in combat. Tap, it does 1 damage to target creature it blocks. Because they're like throwing snowballs. Strength in numbers? Right. And got a couple other things back here as well. Whoa! What the heck is that? That is like the fullest of full arts. I've never seen a card like this. Time Wipe. Got a super cool looking Teferi right there. 2 white and a blue for a sorcery. Return a creature you control to its owner's hand, then destroy all creatures. Oh shit. That's Planeswalker Weekend? That's what it says down here. Oh, that's pretty wild. I've never seen anything like this. Dang. I mean, honestly, Savannah, that's awesome. Super thanks. Ah, cheaty face. This is such a cool Christmas present. I love this kind of stuff. So it's 2 blue for a 2/2. You may sneak cheaty face into play at any time without paying for it, but if an opponent catches you right away, that player may remove this from the game. Flying. I love these unglued sets, unsanctioned. Actually, I think this one's unhinged. Yeah, unhinged. Oh, super awesome. Super cool. I don't think I have any silver bordered cards. Yeah, I've got a couple of white framed cards, but nothing silver, so that's super awesome. Along with a sweet Goblin Snowman, and this foiled out Time Wipe. This is just something else. Man, dag, thank you, Savannah. Super appreciated. Along with a signed card. That's going right up on the wall there. Savannah Lions, a list hit. Super awesome. Man, I feel so blessed, you know, so lucky to be able to do this kind of stuff. You know, this is awesome that this is like what my life is right now. So thank you to everybody out there. I'm coming up on 300 subs here, and I'm going to be doing a giveaway. Going to be giving out a sealed pack to one of my subscribers. So make sure if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, go ahead and do so. That way you can get, something sent out to you. I like to treat my fam. Get these things put right here off to the side. Thank you again, Savannah. This was very sweet of you. Thank you. And we just were emailing back and forth. I know you got those packs I sent you, so really glad to see that you're getting those things. Takes a while, The Netherlands is not very close to Vermont. So, and this right here, coming in from Dystopian World Games out there in Washington. Quite the distance. Look at that. Our zip codes are so different. Mine's wicked low. Theirs is wicked high. Wow, that's wild. America's huge. Gigantic country. Man. Well, let's go ahead and see what Dystopian's got in here. I really like this knife. I went ahead, took the opportunity to sharpen that up. It's one of the things I always heard when I was a kid. You might be too sick to go to school, too sick to go to work, but you're not too sick to do stuff around the house. So, took care of a bunch of little things. A very nice card. This has got like a beautiful texture to it. Nice little birdies, little sleigh being driven into a cute little house. Very nice. Pat. With warm thoughts of you during this special season. Thank you for your continued support. Happy holidays. Dystopian World Games. Well, of course, bud. I love what you're doing. I like chatting with you. It's great to have you on the streams, trying to expand that a little bit. And be great to have you on, whatever we get into there. And, thank you for this. Now that I've got your address, you get a little bit of a treat back from me as well. Ooh, look at you. What a foil TSR. Blade of the Sixth Pride. Super cool. Like that. Oh, snap. I love these frames. I think Commander Legends was just a banger of a product. Not just for all the regular Commander cards, but the treatment on this kind of stuff. I mean, I think this is probably one of the flattest of the whole bunch here. Looking good. Really got a great shine to it. Just beautiful cards. Blade Brand. M20 foiled out here for 1 and a black. You instant. Target creature gains death touch until end of turn. And draw a card. That ain't bad by any stretch. Solid. Thanks, Dystopian. Ooh-wee. That's got a nice curve to it. God, that's got more curve than some of my coworkers. Bazinga! Prophetic Prism. That's a good card, though. Foil looks awesome. Look at that shine right into that dude's eye. Is that a chick? I don't know. They're very demure either way. Look at that. Bing! Right in your eye hole. And Spectral Searchlight. I've actually been talking about this card a little bit in my play group. One of the interesting things about this is you get to choose a player and then they can add 1 mana of any color they choose. Pardon me. Now, why I think that's interesting is that brings a lot of political mechanics into the game. How many times you've been sitting at the table and one of your buddies says, if I only had 1 more blue, if I had 1 black right now, that right there is where you can take care of it. So, interesting little card. If you're playing it for yourself, 3 for an artifact for 1 mana, that's kind of steep, but it's why it's a common. Still, super cool stuff. Thanks, man. This is all Merry Christmas to Pat, right? This Essior just looks friggin' awesome. Really love that frame. They're supposedly bringing back these Commander Legends frames for Commander Legends 2 Battle for Baldur's Gate, which I think comes out like end of quarter 2, 2022. But I've also gleaned from their big spoiler kind of thing that they did. They had a like an hour-long presentation about what's coming up in 22. They said that the frames from Adventures in Forgotten Realms, these showcase artwork frames, where they're kind of sketched out as if they were from a D&D module, I guess those are going to be coming back for Commander Legends 2 as well. So I was not a big fan of those. I thought it really cheapened the look of the card. Nothing like you got in Ikoria or even Zendikar. You know, those had a better pop, a look to them. I thought the Adventures in Forgotten Realms, you know, sketch module art cards or whatever, I thought it was just a bad look. So I hope that doesn't really get pushed too much in the release of the set, but it'll be a while before we know. There we go. Now let's get these things sleeved back up, put off to the side here, and get into the next one. That's awesome. I got another sweet little postcard, Christmas card to put up on the wall here. Very nice. Now this one. So, I actually already opened this. I just put a little tape on it so things wouldn't fall out. Had to go ahead and check everything over. Now this is one of my friends there, Charles. You guys probably know him, Charles Harder, down there in the section. He's all over like everybody's channels. He's huge in the Magic community. Real big supporter. Nice guy. Talk every once in a while. We text pretty often. But you know, going through some rough stuff. I ain't gonna air his laundry here. It ain't my place. But you know, wanted to go ahead, do some trades, you know, help support, and it was incredible. That guy is one hell of a haggler. So I gotta start with that. Don't think that he's all, you know, sugar and cream. That guy, he knows how to get you. He's not letting you take $1 from him, not by any means. But we went back and forth, you know, hemming and hawing, you know, looking through different pages in my binder, and we were able to do a trade for a couple of goodies. Yeah, a couple of real good goodies. Was able to trade out. I think I ended up giving that nice fella there probably about 18 cards, maybe 20, 2 dozen. You know, nothing too huge. You know, $5 to $20 pieces. You know, all good, solid cards. Threw in a few things extra for one of his sons. He also plays slivers, so just had to hook up the kid. You know, that's my jam right there. Got to spread the love. You know, everybody's part of the hive, you know. So out of my binder went a bunch of cards. Into my binder comes just a couple of cards. We've got a Stoneforge Mystic. This one's a solid little hit out of Double Masters. For 1 and a white, you get a 1/2 Core Artificer. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for an equipment, reveal it, put it in your hand. 1 and a white, tap, put an equipment card from your hand onto the battlefield. That's a good-ass card right there. That's a solid card. Along with that, this Exploration. Man, when he showed this to me, I had to have it. And he was talking about, he's building an Atraxa Super Friends deck, I believe he said. And this could be done different. The inner sleeve's like stuck in here. With that Atraxa deck, I had Nico Bolas, the Dragon God. Yeah, man, look at this thing. And a couple other things, of course. This blows my mind. This is a Magic card. This looks awesome. So this is a full extended art, foiled out Double Masters Exploration. For 1 green and an enchantment, you may play an additional land on each of your turns. Hot shit, that's a slick-ass card. You know, you play that early, you play that mid. Yeah, hell, you could even play that late. That's a good card is what that is. Along with that, this was the real big item I was looking to get out of his collection. He, hooked me up for, Christmas. My birthday just come around. So he did me a nice little deal and was able to give me one of his mana crypt. Yeah. For 0, you get an artifact at the beginning of your upkeep. Flip a coin. If you lose the flip, does 3 damage to you. Tap, add 2 colorless. For 0, that's like friggin' great is what that is. It's Mana Crypt. Everybody knows it. Everybody's seen it. It's in all the hot shows. Premiering now on the next episode. Yeah, it's Mana Crypt's a beast of a card. I don't even think that I'll end up playing with it much. I'll probably just proxy it and keep that, put away. Same thing with Exploration. Although, that just looks too fucking awesome not to put in a deck. Look at that. Woo. But see, I'd want to double sleeve it. And double sleeving takes away some of the shine, some of the sheen, some of the goody good on it. But we'll figure that out as we go. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Yeah. Good stuff. And this last one here. This one's coming in from Feldy over there at MTG Obsession. Now, this should be the contents of a single collector's pack. MTG Obsession, Big Box Dave, MTG Gaming Bob, a couple of the fellas here in the community had a charity stream. This was probably 2 weeks ago at this point, give or take. And as part of that, I gave a couple of bucks, put in a bit. I am not a fan of cancer. I think it's a really dumb thing. We should try and get rid of that. So pitched in $30. Yeah, and Dave matched on that. So a total of $60, between me and him. And they opened up a collector's pack. So let me open up the opened up collector's pack. After I drink more beer. I mean, I'm not going to not drink beer while I'm recording Magic videos. Jeez. No. Knife time. It's the right time for the knife time. Be careful, don't talk back, it'll be a knife crime. Bitch, don't give me that lip, I'll end your lifetime. Not the network, you silly little guy. Oh yeah, look at this. I love this. Hi. Thank you. Charity live stream, exactly. That's what we were going on. Thank you. It is with the warmest gratitude and sincere thanks, we are able to raise over $4,000 for charities on our live stream. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Much love, Big Box Dave, Feldy, and the entire crew. Freaking good stuff. Now, I've been talking with Big Box Dave and actually John and Feldy there about doing some more stuff. So stay tuned for that. Not just this channel. Make sure that you're watching Big Box Dave, MTG Obsession, MTG Gaming Bob, Mr. DJ Longhair. We always got content coming out. Shit, even Charles. He's so impressed by what we're doing. He's inspired by this. I'm doing this poorly and people seem to like it. Like I said, I'm about to hit 300 subs. Seems that somebody's enjoying this and he's, making stuff too. So it's great to see everybody out there, having a good time. And it's not about making money. It's about making friends, making people smile. Like I said, I'm sending envelopes back and forth with somebody over there in the Netherlands. I got a buddy in Sweden. Me and him talk on the phone. It's just awesome to see people all over America coming together online. And now, some people here in the Northeast, I'm able to meet up with Paws every once in a while, looking to do that again in just a couple of weeks. BBD's going to come up with his buddy Guy. Going to have, good old time. But, hey, that's enough for that. Out of the pack there. So, no kidding. You can go back. You can look at the stream. I called it. They said, Core 21 collectors. Let's go ahead, pop that open. And I said, just give me that foil Ugin. That's all I want out of that. Just need me a foil Ugin. Mother lover went ahead and opened up a fancy foil Ugin for me. Now, solid card. Most people have played against this. It's a planeswalker for 8 colorless. You get a 7 loyalty, coming in slick and fast. +2, does 3 damage to any target. Son of a gun, that's a good start. Or you get your -X. Exile each permanent with CMC X or less that's 1 or more colors. What the heck, man? That's just like a board wipe on a stick. Or you get your -10. Draw 7, gain 7 life, draw 7 cards, put 7 permanents on the battlefield from your hand. What the fuck? And you can do that third turn. Yeah. Unless you've got some proliferate action. That would be real fun. I'd like to keep a proliferate kind of deck going. That'd be a fun little thing. I've got some contagion class, a few other janky things. That would be a good time right there. Side loaders. John, what are you doing? You monster, you. I don't know anybody that enjoys side loaders. Tell me down below. Are side loaders, just a travesty? Is that acceptable? Beautiful condition. Beautiful. Dang, man. I'm flatter than my high school girlfriend. I'm kidding. Girl was stacked. Man. I was actually thinking about her earlier. She's kind of weird now. She was kind of weird when we dated, 20 years ago. The girl's off the end now. Whatever. Somebody's got to be crazy. Might as well be her. Anyways, let's go ahead and see what those other cards were out of the pack. Nice. Okay. There also was a Snare Spinner, Spell Gorger Weird, Alchemist Gift. Ooh, a Plains. You guys know Pat loves his lands. So, lands always go in a special box. Light of Promise. This here is a freaking good card. I done some work on this. I'm about to go ahead and put this in a deck I'm working on. This could fit pretty well in my Kaikar deck. 2 and a white, you get an enchantment aura, enchant creature. Whenever you gain life, put that many 1/1 counters on this creature. That's a good card. That's powerful. Sanctum of Fruitful Harvest. All of these shrines are pretty lackluster. It doesn't really help you that much. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, add X of any one color where X is the number of shrines you control. There's only like 5 or 6 shrines, and you'd have to be playing Woober, and on top of that, it's a lot of work for not a lot of payoff. Ooh, now that's a nice little, nice mountain right there. Foil out Showcase Land. That is pretty good. That one's actually a decent hit too. The Showcase Lands out of Core 21 here, those usually go for like $1, $2. Foiled out. That I'm not going to sell it by any means. I'm going to put that in my decks, but just so you know, guys, that's a thing. Also a thing that's a little thing. The Sierra Nevada. Hazy little thing. 6.7% in a tiny little can. It tastes good. Man, oh man. Followed by a See the Truth. Sorcery for 1 and a blue. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put 1 in your hand. And the rest in the bottom in any order. If this spell was cast from anywhere other than your hand, put each of those cards in your hand instead. Okay. Discontinuity. Look at that. That picks up really well. Foiled. That's a pretty snazzy looking card. 3 and 3 blue, instant. As long as it's your turn, this spell costs 2 and 2 blue, less to cast. End the turn. Exile all spells and abilities from the stack, including this card. The players who turn it is discards down to their max hand size, damage wears off, and this turn and until end of turn effects end. I've heard of some jankiness with this, where you get yourself into a situation pretty much getting so much advantage from cards that say at the end of turn you lose the game, or, you know, if you don't pay this off at the end of next turn, lose the game, that kind of stuff. So this just chops that right off. And if it's your turn, it costs 2 and 2 blue less to cast. So that would be 1 and a blue if you're doing it on your turn. That's pretty damn cheap. I don't know. I want to say I've sold these before. Either way, we'll stick that down here. Cool looking frame on your Teferi's Tutelage here. Not too fancy of a card, but for 2 and a blue, your enchantment here comes in. When it enters the battlefield, draw and discard. Rummage. When you draw a card, target opponent mills 2 cards. It's fine enough. You know, if you're running a mill deck for some weird reason, here you are. Who's running a mill deck? You can't really do that in Commander. I mean, I bet you could, but that's a lot of work. You're trying to get a lot of cards out of people's hands. Their decks. Yeah, they're dicks. Liliana's Steward. Not too shabby. Liliana's Standard Bearer. And another Liliana Steward. Ooh. So, the Standard Bearer. Flash, when it enters the battlefield, draw X card, where X is the number of creatures that died under your control this turn. That's a garbage rare. Liliana Steward, we already got one right there. Teferi's Protege. It's not a good card. We'll state that very briefly. Not a very good card. Looks awesome, though. Shit looks cool. Core 21, especially these collector packs, cool stuff. Along with a Goblin, Wizard, and Cat token. With a big-ass roller mark right down the center of it. Yeah. Picks up. You can see that bright gray line. Nothing on the Gobbo side, but that cat got it bad. Hey. Well, hey. Now I've got Feldy's address. I already had Charles. Dystopian. We got Savannah. So, y'all going to be getting something from Pat coming out soon. So make sure you're checking your post. You're getting, you know, maybe a little pack or two, handful of cards. You know, a little treat from the man. And, let's see. I'm probably going to record a couple of shorts here in a little bit. So make sure, stay tuned. Feeling a whole lot better, like I said, between being sick and being depressed. I mean, it's just part of my life. I deal with depression. Shit ain't easy, and sometimes, you know, it's just easier to say, no, I'm not going to play games today. I ain't going to talk to you. I ain't going to do nothing. Just going to be sad. And it's one of the things about depression is, like, there's no reason to be unhappy. It's just, that's how your brain works sometimes, man. Like, it sucks. It's hard to deal with. Pretty blue and red lights from some cop going down the street. It's rare for my area. But thing that's not rare for my area is having some more beers. So I'm going to go ahead, take care of that. Everybody out there, stay safe. Love ya. Be well. And do me a favor. Send some goodwill and wishes towards Charles. You know, guy's going through some hard times. So big ups. Stay strong. And I'll talk to everybody again soon. Bye.